welcome back. Today we are going to do part 2 of the Christmas album. That is a late Christmas album, as you can tell. That's because, as I said in the last video, I was sick. And I was in the middle of getting this all ready. And I was going to do it no matter what time of year it is. I know that my Etsy store has been closed. And trying to get some things figured out with Etsy. As far as what my real name is. You know. And I've sent them my tax forms 4 or 5 times. And email after email. Communicating with communicating with Etsy, hello, is not the easiest thing in the world. They don't have a phone number. You can only contact them through email. So good luck if you need to do that. So, once again, just keep an eye on my store. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I'm very frustrated with them. I have an email that I could use, but it's so much easier for everyone just to link to Etsy. And I know they could link to my email. Not my email. My website. You guys think I'm crazy today, don't you? I promise I'm not. I'm just trying to get over this flu or whatever it was I had. All right, so yesterday, which was yesterday when I recorded it, part 1 of this little album that is just adorable, is it not? I love the way it looks. I love these colors. As I told you before, this paper is a paper line that's older. I cannot get it. I have no more in my stash. This is it. So, let's get started finishing it up. But you can do it with any Christmas paper that is your favorite. Okay. And I love this at the beginning. I showed you this yesterday too. That this is wrapping paper. How precious is that? And we're just going to start at the front and look at what we've done as we go along also. So if we just start at the front, then we don't have to do anything except when we get to, I did put stuff in the page I wanted it to be in, like we did this yesterday. But today I want to put some stuff here on this bird page. Let me get my book weight. I saw this yesterday and forgot to put it on my desk. And so what am I doing now? I'm having to get up and get it. Okay. Now, it's getting pretty chunky already. But, you know, chunky's fine as far as I'm concerned. Now, this is an old piece of paper that was, it was actually a digital, and I glued it onto some cardstock to make it a little heavier, but I loved it. I need to see what it was and print it off again. But this little bird and this little paper were on the same sheet. So I made a tag out of this one with this red berry paper. And I loved it, and I thought, I'm going to use it in here. Because we do have some red in this book. Not a lot, but a little bit. And so here we go. I'm going to make a pocket out of this, like I said. And hopefully today's decorating goes a little better than last time's. Not that it went bad. It's just, I couldn't remember what page I put it on because I moved it. And so I had to, after the video, part 1, I got my stuff out and I put it how I wanted it in the book initially. Now, we're going to glue this pocket down by adding 3 sides of glue, leaving the top open. Make sure it's even at the bottom. This stuff is falling for some reason. So there is the pocket down right here. Now, I can see that's a little crooked right there. Let's straighten it out. It's hard when you're not right over it working. I know you guys know what I'm talking about when I say that. You have to pull your stuff up where you can see it. And it's hard when you're doing a video to have everything above where you're setting. Just saying. And my table's too low to stand. So here's this cute, adorable tag. Now, when the pocket dries, we'll have this down in here. Okay, just like that. And we'll just put it that way, a little ways down. And I had this cute little bird. I decided I wanted him to go in this tree because he's adorable. He's part of that same paper line. I had you know, some journaling cards and a few ephemera or embellishments left over. I hung on to them. So we're just going to pretend he's a little bird right here in the berry tree or berry bush. Let me make sure I've got everything centered so you can see it. Let me see if I can bring that in a little closer. Oh, yeah, that's too close. We got to go with one. You would not like that. Okay. So there's this little guy. And I just decided I wanted to put a couple. And I mean, just like 2 little snowflakes. 3 maybe. Maybe 3. I think I decided on 3. On this little area to make it look a little more Christmassy. I'll put one right there next to this little guy. Or a little more like it's snowing, I guess is what I should say. These are just little plastic snowflakes that you can get pretty much in any hobby store. Now, I had a 3rd one, and now I've lost it. They stick to you as well. Well, when we find it, we'll come back and put it in there. Okay, then I had this little red bird tag that says wintertime is the best time. I don't know that I agree with that. I'm going to look through here and see if I can find a color that will work with the little birds. And it may end up just being twine. Or here's some white furry stuff. I prefer that over just about anything else in this book, or for this book. Now it has a split right there. We're just going to stick it through there, grab it on the other side, and then I just tie a knot when I use this eyelash sort of fluffy, I don't even know what it's called. I just went over and purchased from things I found in the yarn section that I liked. And I have several different types. And if I buy a kit of any sort, I get them in kits too. And that's fun, right? Okay, so here we go. And I'm going to cut this off. Just make it a little short one. Now, if I wanted to, let me think. I don't know if I do or not. I could actually do one up here too. But you know what? I think that's too much. I think I'm just going to put him over to the side and put her like this. Him and her. I don't know where I came up with those names. But it'll be like this once the tag, or once the pocket dries. Okay, now, continuing on, we'll come back to that once it's dried. Now, it ended up being the very next page that I decided to put this adorable bear. Now, I don't know about you, but I think it's adorable. And so, it was just a journaling card, and I do this a lot if I want to use certain cards that are just adorable. I just cut the corner off and make it a pocket, and I glue this side and the bottom side. I'll try to actually teach something today. I don't think I did a lot of teaching, just watching yesterday. But I can talk a little better today. So I just want this to go down here in the corner of this page. And you can decide exactly where you want it on the page. But if you cut this side, you got to have it on the left side. The left side of the page. I'm sorry, my voice is getting weaker already. Crazy old lady. So I had this little piece of paper and this little bear. And I thought, how cute are they? I'm just going to stick it in there like that. And the journal on the backs of these things, I am going to put tea stained or some type of paper on the back of the tags. Well, here I have this little sparkly snowflake pink and a little bit of red cardstock that I poked a hole in. I wanted it square on top. Like I like them square a lot of times. Then I have this other little bear that says Warm Wishes, which is the same bear. And I'm just going to match these two holes. See right there? I'm going to match them up and put some, I don't know what I did with it. I just had it here. I'm sorry, you guys. My video cut off in the middle of this page. So I'm going to show you exactly what we've got going here. The little bear pocket made out of a journal card. And then I made two little square top tags with some little bears. Thought it was really cute. And then added this little winter bear over here. Now, I went along for a little bit thinking that we were still hooked up, but we weren't. And I did this also. And I'm sorry if you missed that. The whole reason I did this was so it all matched with the back side of that paper. Okay? And then I went over here and I just added a journal to the inside of this bag. And a Be Jolly with a tag by Santa. Kind of pulled the colors together there. Then I did this deer. I guess I did a lot and the video wasn't going. No wonder. So this is a page I did here. Sorry you missed that. I'll go through it all when I do a flip through. And this is the collage piece where I just collaged all the different items together and glued this thing down with three sides like this, this, and this. And made this little side of pocket. And then added a snowflake and the little girl. So this is a faux pocket up here. Just looks like a bunch of stuff is coming out. Okay. And then this simple little policy holder. Hot chocolate is like a hug from the inside. I just think that is really cute. And I wanted to make sure I got it in to the book. So we keep going over here, and here was just a little bag, and I put a little tag that was stamped with a Christmas tree and a journaling card inside there. Now, and this is just a pocket with a beautiful floral. This is Christmas music, and I added some velvet down the side. Now, this is when I discovered that we had been disconnected, which was irritating. I don't understand. We did this yesterday. So we're going to go on by here. I just put this cute little Santa in this envelope. And I just kind of put him in the middle. I just thought he was cute, and I thought he'd go there. And then this is one that you missed today also, was just a, it was a card, and I cut it apart, took the card base off, and just put it there because I liked the whole thought of going home to Grammy's house, you know, the front door here. And I just put together a Merry Christmas tag, very simple. And it goes right in here. So yeah, I think that's where we left off. It is. It sure is. So hopefully we continue to record. If not, something's going on with my phone. And I'll have to have that checked out. I thought this little flap would be a good place to put this piece of scrap paper, because I love this paper, like I told you. So we're going to glue that down first and get that already taken care of. Sometimes my glue comes out of here just fine, and other times I have to work so hard. I guess the in-between time on my phone recording, it dried up a little bit, so it's not quite, looks like I'm putting a lot, but there's not that much on there. Okay. Now I'm going to put this toward the end of the paper here so it doesn't get in the binding or in the spine. Now that looks like just a cute little flip right there going on. Now we're going to do a pocket with some trees here, and this is just a pocket I made. And I'm just going to do 3 sides. Always make sure you have your glue in the right ends for where the pocket's supposed to be. Do the bottom and across both sides, but you want to make sure your paper is upright in the right position. Trust me, I've done it. That's how I know. I have done it. It's not the only thing I've done over the years. I'm sure there's many, many more. I was thinking about putting this little rick-rack right here, just because I think it's cute. But let's wait and see what we got going here. So I cut this out of the paper that I had in the center of the first signature, because I loved it, and I want it to just be a regular tag. This kind of goes in, and then we pull it out. They get the surprise of the bird. And I have this little bird right here. I think what I'm going to do is just cut him kind of like I did some of the others that I didn't want to be tags. I love the way he looks. He's so adorable. And he says, "Happy Holidays." Okay, and I'm just going to glue him on right here. He's a little wide, and that's okay. So I'm thinking I'm going to poke a hole, and I'm going to show you something different. I'm going to get him in the center first. If I can. I'm going to poke a small hole in the middle. And I didn't. So let's do that again. It's not right in the middle. It's like this. And so I'm going to show you what you can do when you make a mistake like that. You cut off some twine. It's aggravating when I do that. And so you're going to put it in both. You're going to run it up through the back side of the big tag. into one of the two holes. And then you're going to run it. I ran it up the left hole, so I'm going to run it up the left hole of this little bird tag. Come on. Cooperate. It always wants to not stay. It wants to fray, which always aggravates me. I don't know about you, when your little string wants to fray. Okay, there we go. So we have one side, which is the left side. The thread is pulled through. Now we're going to do it on the other side. You can hold them right together and do them together if you can get lucky enough to get them through, and I did. Huh. Thank goodness. So I'm going to center this string so we can have pretty equal sides. I'm going to turn and tie it one time or two times. It's up to you. I think I'll do 2 times so it doesn't come loose. And then, if you can get it to make a bow, and I'm going to try. It's hard to do a bow when it's far away from you. This is not the one I wanted to show you, so maybe I'll show you on the next tag if we have another one. There, now you want to straighten it out. Got some gold sticking off here. You want to straighten it out and try to make it a pretty bow instead of this raggedy looking bow. These little bows are so hard to do and get just right, aren't they? I can do them perfect unless I'm on video. But anyway, you see what I mean here. Whoever gets this, if you want to retie it, you can, but I think that's the best it's going to do right there. Okay, so we put him in, and he's a pocket also. Now, this is where I decide if I want to put some trim across here. And I think I do. I think I'm going to put some rickrack. You just lay it across there, decide, you know, how it's going to go. Put some glue on here. I am using Fabri-Tac. I'm sure most of you know that. That's what I primarily use. I do use glitter glue too. It depends on what I'm doing. Glitter glue has water. It's water-based. And so it can wrinkle, you know, your paper. And I prefer my paper not to be wavy and wet looking, or like it's had too much glue or something. You can decide where you want this. It can go up and down, across the top. I'm doing across the top with this one. Cute, cute, cute. Yep, it's straight. So I also have this little girl. She's kind of transparency. And I thought I might put her here, but I'm not sure I want to. No, I'll save her for another page. Okay, so there we have that. Flip it over here. Go to the next page I thought I'd decorate. I'm just kind of putting them, I just kind of put them in here. Oh, here's another side pocket. Look at this little penguin. He is so, so cute. I got to get a drink of my coffee. My mouth is dry. And I need caffeine. Do you ever feel that way? So we're going to glue this paper on the back. It's really cute too. I love the little snow globe. I only had 2 little pieces of this paper, so Wasn't like I had a lot to choose from as far as using it. So you're going to put it over in the corner here. And I know a lot of this is repetitive, but it's fun. And it's the type of book this is. You know, I'm not, I love the ephemera in this book, and I love the paper. Therefore, it's a lovely journal. Like I said earlier, not a junky journal. I don't like ink when you're doing pastels. I told you that as well. So here is another tag. Now, I decided I would put this message on here, but I think I'm going to bring it down a little bit. I'm going to trim these edges once I decide where I want it. So I'm going to put some glue on here. I'm leaving the edges without glue so it doesn't get on my scissors any more than necessary, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to go right here. And I was going to cut the edges like this, but I like the square in this book mostly. So I'm going to trim this excess off the side by flipping over my tag and trimming that off. Okay. Cute. Now, I'm thinking, do I want to add anything else to this? Let me see what else I got going on here. I don't think I do, really. I mean, he's so cute, just like he is. So, let's see. Yeah, I like that. If snowflakes were kisses, I'd send you a blizzard. And that's sweet. I'm going to cut this off a little bit before I put the book completely together. Okay, we have this cute little side over here. And I also have this little, it's not really little, it's big. Baby, it's cold outside. And I just think it's too big. Maybe I can cut it down. Let me get my trimmer here. And we'll see what it looks like cut down. I'm also going to trim that tag at the bottom so it fits better while we've got the trimmer going here. Okay, there's that. Now we're going to trim. I hope you guys can see. It's about as close as I can get it without... Flip it over. And I'm going to do the sides because I'm trying to get it as small as I can. I don't want to fussy cut the letters out. They just wouldn't look as good, I don't think. Okay. Let me put this back down on the floor here. Just don't have enough room to lay it on right next to me here. And, okay. So I think I'm going to put it there. Baby, it's cold outside. Yeah. And I have this. It says, Hello, Snow. So I'm going to fussy cut that out. And keep the flag on it here. And I'm going to show you a little something. All right. So I think I'm going to put Hello Snow on this little guy over here. He's talking a little bit here. I don't know how I got glue all over my hand. I hope my bottle's not leaking. So I'm going to put it right here so he can be talking. Make sure. Yeah, give me a second while I check my glue bottle. I'm going to have to get this off my hands. You know, after so long, these little glue bottles will, I don't want to say die, but they will leak, pop a hole in them, and or crack after a while, and then they will start leaking when you squeeze them. And I don't know how long I've had this thing, probably way longer than need be. I may have just, oh, it's leaking around the cap. See, sometimes it'll do that too. So irritating. But it really does make a difference in how you put your projects. It's lots faster. You don't have it oozing out of the top of your glue bottle like you do with the bottle it comes in. Oh man, there's so much air in it that it just starts letting everything out. So there we go. We just cleaned that up and it's good to go. So I'm going to put some glue right here. Here. Okay. I think I'm going to put it on the bottom. That way there'll be room for whoever has this book to journal above it if they need to. I'm going to kind of hold this up and look at it and make sure it's all straight. If you move it, then you end up getting glue under it. Got to get that off. Here's our tag. Bringing it back over here. Slide it in. It fits now, so that's good. It's a shorter page. Okay, so I'm going to take it out of there until it dries. All right, now we're going to flip over to the next page. And right here is a pocket to put a journaling card in. And I thought we could do these little deer right in here. Hopefully we have some more. Okay. Now on this page, I thought we would do a bag pocket. And I just glued, no, I didn't glue. We're going to glue this onto here. And have another snowman. Ooh, it does have a hole in it. I was wrong. Hold on. I just squeezed it right out. It's in between the letters. How crazy is that? Well, let me get my other glue. Hold it a minute. I'm glad that happened before I ended up traveling on my trip where I have to take my glue. That would not have been cool. Okay. I'm just going to use the regular Fabri-Tac here. And hopefully it'll be nice. It does come out lots faster and lots easier. But I just love the other one better. I don't know. It does not put out quite as much glue. And you know I need all the help I can get not to put that more glue than necessary. Okay, So we're going to go right here and put the little snowman on there. He's so cute. I thought I saw a little snowflake a while ago that was laying around, but I guess not. I was going to put one on him if I did. Where did it go? Where did it go? Maybe I didn't see one. I just thought I did. There you go. All right, so he is made, and he will go. I'm really doing simple things in this book. I want it to be simple and not overdone. So I'm going to glue this down right here. I'm going to take him out while I do that. And glue in the bag down. Another thing is you have the glue strings just to follow you everywhere you go when you do the regular bottle. So that's glued down now. I'm going to slip the tag in there. And you can see through it, so it's really cute. But even though you can see through it, I still did a little shaker. It's a little shaker fruit jar, or mason jar, or whatever you want to call it. I thought it was really cute, and I put some little glitter and some little words. It says joy, burr, and so fun. So we're going to add this to the bag. And now because it is heavier, because it's made out of a kind of like a chipboard, I guess, I'm going to put a little extra to hold it on. Hopefully it doesn't ooze out too. All right, and I'm just going to put it right here on the front. How cute. Trying to get the glue off me. Now, it is oozing out a little bit right there, of course. We'll let it dry a little bit. I'm going to put something on it like, oh, good grief. It's really coming out of there. I must have squeezed a certain area on here that kind of made it mad. I'll have to come back later and once all that dries and clean it up, and I won't put you through the torture of doing that. So right there, we're going to hold that there to glue that down. And right here we will have, I'm going to, oh, that's his little snow hat, has a little hole in it. So let's think for a minute what we can do to make that look better. How about we just hook them together. And maybe he won't look so alone. So maybe we can staple them together. I always love the look of staples. Using my tiny attacher by Tim Holtz. If you don't have a tiny attacher, you are missing out. I can't believe when I bought mine, I was like amazed at how wonderful it was. It was so great to have because like in that instance right there, see, I was able just to put them right together. That way you know you're getting it where you want it to be. So we're going to put it, let's put the snowman kind of straight and the deer kind of wonky. make sure we're still running here. We are. I think we're getting closer to being toward the back. Now over here on this side, I cut this side because I want this on the opposite side. But you still have to go up and across the bottom. Now this little pocket says Hello Winter. And some corner stuff oozing out. Good grief. I do horrible when I use the bottle. I get to going and I forget what I'm using, and before you know it. And I decided to let this guy, I'm going to cut the corners on this. Let's just be different. Now, you flip the other side over, put it right back on, and that way they'll be even. And you can poke a little hole if you want to. You can put string in there, or you don't have to put string in there. I think instead of doing that, I'm going to put a snap. This is what I was wanting to do a while ago. See these little snaps like your mama used to put on your dress, or like some people still use them. You separate it. You poke the hole in your tag. You put the back that has the little peak on it through the back of the card. See it there? And then you take the snap and snap it on. And you just have a cute little top that's different. I like to do that. I have to buy them because I could use that. As far as I'm concerned, I could do that whoops, I just knocked something over. It's my little trimmer. It's okay. Won't be the first time it's gotten knocked over. This thing is causing me issues. So, I'm going to get what I can off of this. And then I'm going to put some vellum or something between the pages so it doesn't get... I'll have it all off of there before you know it. See, it oozed at the top, too. What a bummer. I think it's because I had to push down extra hard because this is made out of a thicker material. It's going to say substance. That's not correct. So, I'm going to let that be for now. You can take your fingers, too, when you get excess, and it will, at the point when it gets all gummy, you can actually just rub it. And I'm going to close this book with some plastic or something on there. Here's some, right here. So it doesn't get over onto this. But it really did turn out cute, didn't it? Look at that. So cute. Yeah, really cute. So, close that up and we'll move on. Moving on. I think we're getting close to where we were finished, but I might have added some more. Here's this that we did last time with the little deer. Over here's a little place to do some journaling. I put this tab there so people would know to lift it. Okay. Oop, I found one. Oh, yeah. I wanted to put this little couple in there because it's close to Valentine's Day and we might as well have some hearts. But it is a Christmas journal. And we're just gluing this straight down. There's no perfect way to say it. Straight down. Try not to get too close to the edge. Sometimes your hands do what they want, right? Okay. And I'm just going to center the best I can right here. I'm going to kind of lift this. Yeah. So I don't think I have anything else to put on this page. I think I decided that was perfect right there. So we're going to move on down here. Here is a journaling card. It has an ornament on it. So we're going to put that inside here. And I think I put it on here. I did. I decided to put it on there just because we haven't done that yet. And it's cute when you do that. I would send leftovers with this book too, but the deal is there wasn't hardly any ephemera that was left over that, you know, I'm not using already. So I'm going to get my glitter glue because sometimes inside these bags, you got to watch because this part's not glued down right here. See this? Sometimes that's not glued down good enough. We sure don't want it to fall apart. And then I always do the top one as well. If I can get my fingers up under there to do it. It's tiny this time. There's that. And then on the inside, sometimes, and I noticed it, sometimes your bag will separate there at the top where it was connected. So I always just open that out because your actual pocket's behind this. Trying to get the glue to come out fast enough that it helps. And that will glue. And you'll see what I'm talking about here in a second. You open this up. And you got your pocket. And your card goes back down in there. So we're getting close to being done. This is one that I glued down early, I guess yesterday. We did this one yesterday. We collaged it and made this little tag come out of the house. I have glue all over me from that bottle. Okay. And the next page is a wreath that says Noel. And there's music, which I thought was nice. And so we can do, I thought we could just do something that says Noel. Put a Merry Christmas here at the top. And put a little house. So that is what I'm attempting to do. Man, if it connects in any way, I find a way to use it. I'm crazy that way. So I'm going to do that like that. So then I'm going to do the house right here. Put it straight on there. Try to make it a little straight if I can. There you go. And this was an old-timey label that we'd do at Christmas. I cut off the to and from. I just had this in my stash. And I thought, well, we'll try using that in there. Basically. How about we do it like that? Merry Christmas. Getting toward the end of the book. Getting toward the time to say Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Boy, I am telling you, our Christmas was something this year. And I just mean, I was sick. Didn't feel good. And all the kids were healthy this year. And there's the little bear that I made as a tuck right here. Have the little snowman tag. And we have one more thing to put on here. I have a little deer right there. I stamped on there. This is wishing you a very Merry Christmas. And that's the pocket for here. I'm going to put a little bit of glue if I can get it to quit oozing out of the top. All right. This is kind of a farewell to the holidays. Gonna glue these two pieces together. That beautiful paper on the inside of the cover. I thought it was so pretty. Instead of doing the burr, I'm going to put one of these little tabs on here. It says Season of Joy. And what other color? I think I'll do the one I cut off. The little black and white one here. All right, now, we both know that these are little banners. Little banners. So we're going to use our stapler. I'm going to get a drink of coffee. So I can keep talking. And this is going to go in here. And I think that I'm going to write with a blue, if I have a blue marker. Let's see. It's as close as I got is this kind of blue. You find a piece of scratch paper. Scratch, I mean, you know what I mean. It says, wishing you a very Merry Christmas. And a happy Happy New Year. Bells and whistles. We'll just put the date. How about we put that we're going to be going, and this is being made in 2025. There we go. And the end. So, I don't want those to smear either, so I'm going to put something right here and right here so I can close up the book. Now, I want to point out to you real quickly, because we've got to get off of here. This is going to have a closure. This is the closure. Super cute. Has little, I think, little flowers or berries or something on it. And so, you can choose where you would like to tie this little ribbon, because we do have little characters on the front, but that doesn't matter. They are glued down. They are popped up with some super strong foam. Now, we're going to tie this into a bow. Okay. Get my fingers working here. Get in there. Try that again. I didn't make it long enough, and therefore it was wanting to come out on me. Now, I got that turned wrong side out, but that's okay. It will come on and off all the time. But right here in the center is 2 charms. And they're back to back on this bulb pin. I want to show them to you. It's a tree and a deer. Okay, and I just hung them on there back to back. If you don't like the way that is, you can absolutely change it. And then I'm just pinning it into the bow. I say I am. My fingers are weak today. What else is new? If you had my arthritis, you'd know what I mean. And I'm sure a lot of you out there do. It is something that the weakness that comes along with it, oh my goodness, especially as you get older, is crazy. So there, look. Now, this little bow is not tied perfect, by no means. But, let me pull this down. Yeah. There is the first look of the finished journal. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you will come back and watch more videos that will not be Christmas after today. This is part 2 of the Christmas album, and again, be watching my Etsy shop if you're interested in this, or you can send me a personal message if you're interested in this book. But it will not be listed in my Etsy shop until whatever's going on with Etsy is straightened out. And we have no idea what their problem is, but I guess it's our turn to be harassed or something. No, they're not harassing us, but it's just irritating as I'll get out. I'm going to cut these little bows to have an angle. I always like a little bit of an angle. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I hope you have a good evening, and that if you haven't watched part 1, go watch part 1, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.